The cold, unyielding silence of space stretches out before Commander Elena Moore, a constant reminder of the vast emptiness that surrounds her. Her eyes scan the endless horizon as she floats inside the observation deck of the Horizon, the research vessel now tethered to the edge of an unknown galaxy. Stars flicker in the distance, their soft light cutting through the dark, but there is something unnerving about this place. A quiet, ever-present hum beneath the surface. Something is wrong. The coordinates they've followed have led them here to a spot that shouldn't exist, or at least one that no human should have discovered. A galaxy, perfectly isolated, hidden from view by a gravitational anomaly too strong to notice from a distance. Elena's fingers trace the edge of the viewport as a sense of dread sinks deeper into her chest. She can't explain it, but she feels as though she's being watched. There's an energy here, a pull, a force that's both alluring and terrifying. "Everything checks out, Commander." Mark's voice crackles through the intercom, his tone as calm as ever. But Elena knows better. She can hear the tension in his words, despite his attempts to mask it. "We're clear to begin the descent to the surface. A mission to explore a mysterious planet buried deep in this forgotten part of the galaxy should feel like an exciting opportunity. But something gnaws at Elena's gut. The team has been off course for far too long, and they've only just started to scratch the surface of whatever anomaly is at the heart of this galaxy." She forces herself to push the anxiety aside. There's no turning back now. She's here to do a job, and she'll see it through. The descent begins, and the view outside changes. The stars blur into streaks of light as they pierce through the strange atmosphere of the planet below. The surface comes into view, a vast, barren land dotted with craggy rock formations and deep chasms. A thick fog hovers just above the ground, obscuring much of the landscape. Elena swallows hard as she looks out, trying to quell the sense of unease creeping up her spine. Something about this planet feels ancient, its surface scarred by millennia of decay. They have no way of knowing just what they're about to uncover, but Elena has a bad feeling about it. The ship lands with a quiet thud, sending a subtle tremor through the hull. The crew suits up, checking their gear as they prepare to step out into the unknown. Dr. Vega, the biologist, keeps her eyes trained on the strange patterns of light flickering on the planet's surface. "This is like nothing we've ever seen," she says, voice trembling with a mix of fascination and fear. "This planet, it's as if it's alive, it's waiting." "Let's hope it's friendly," Mark jokes, though his smile doesn't reach his eyes. As Elena steps out onto the rocky ground, the air feels thick, unnaturally thick. The fog hangs low, clinging to their suits as they trek forward, the faint hum of the ship's systems fading into the distance. The terrain is uneven, jagged, as though shaped by something far older than any human could fathom. The group moves in silence, each step resonating with the weight of their purpose. Yet, beneath it all, there is a lingering sense of dread, as though the very ground beneath them is trying to tell them to turn back. Hours pass, and they don't find much. But then they stumble upon something, a monument, half buried in the eye. Dirt. The structure is made of smooth, dark material, unlike anything they've seen before. Its shape is irregular, almost organic, as if it had grown out of the planet's surface. They approach cautiously, their suits reflecting the faint glow that seems to emanate from the monument. It pulses, a heartbeat in the silence. "We've got to know what this is," Elena says, the need for answers taking over. She gestures for the team to gather around. "Prepare the scanners. Let's see what we're dealing with." As the scanners come to life, the ground beneath them trembles. A low rumble, at first barely noticeable, builds into a violent shaking. Elena's heart races as she realizes they're not alone. Something is waking up. "We need to get back to the ship. Now!" she orders, urgency in her voice. But it's too late. The monument shifts, opening with a deafening screech as though the earth itself is being torn apart. A massive structure, a doorway of sorts, emerges, revealing a vast network of corridors that stretch deeper into the planet. The walls pulse with the same eerie glow, and Elena feels the pull again, this time stronger than ever. They've awakened something ancient, something that has been waiting for eons. With no way of turning back, the crew moves forward, their every step echoing in the eerie silence. As they venture deeper into the structure, they discover something unimaginable, a network of alien technology far beyond their comprehension. The air hums with energy, and the walls seem to whisper, urging them onward. But as they move deeper, they begin to feel it, an unsettling shift. A presence, malevolent and ancient, watches them from the shadows. They're not just exploring. They've entered a trap, and they're being drawn into something far darker than they ever expected. The walls seem to close in around them, the temperature dropping to an unbearable chill. Mark turns to Elena, his eyes wide with fear. This wasn't just a planet. It's a prison, a holding place. For what? Elena swallows, her mind racing. They need to leave. They need to escape. But as the walls shift again, they realize there's no way out. The structure is alive, and it has them trapped. The air around them grows thick with a sense of finality, and Elena knows there is no going back. As the crew struggles to find an escape, Elena faces a choice. The artifact they've discovered is the key to the structure's power, but activating it could either free them or destroy everything. The truth behind the anomaly, behind the collapse of the galaxy itself, lies within the artifact. And Elena must decide whether to destroy it or risk everything to understand its origins. The walls close in, the air heavy with the weight of their decision. There's no clear right choice. Whatever she does will change everything, either saving her, crew, and sealing their fate forever, or unlocking the greatest mystery the universe has ever known. Elena takes a deep breath, knowing that the end of the universe might begin here, in the heart of this ancient prison, and with her choice. With a final gut-wrenching decision, Elena activates the artifact. The ground shakes violently as the air rips apart with energy, and time itself seems to freeze. The very fabric of the galaxy begins to unravel, and Elena realizes with horror and awe that this is how the universe ends, not with a bang, but with an unanswered question, a sacrifice, and an unimaginable truth about the forces that shape everything.